I thought I harvested all of my garlic scapes, or the majority, the other day, but turns out I didn't. So this is cool. I have way more than I thought. Okay, let's go make some pickled garlic scapes. Good morning. The summer solstice happened a couple of days ago, so it is officially garlic scape season. Unfortunately, this year I got leek moth, which is an invasive species that it's a moth that where the larvae feed in the scapes in the plant and also in the bulb. So today I'm going to make pickled garlic scapes. I'm not going to make pesto this year because I have some basil plants, so hoping to make basil pesto instead of garlic scape pesto just to switch it up. I made a lot of it last year, so I'm going to pickle these here today. So I have to get cleaning them, and then I'll talk to you about the brine recipe as I make it. But first I have to cut out all of these little wormies, and I am not putting it in the compost. I don't like putting plant material in the garbage, but when it comes to invasive species, I make an exception. So all of the tissue that may have larvae or pupa on it is going in the garbage. So let's get processing. I'm gonna listen to my audiobook. So I'm rereading or re-listening to The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. So I'm just taking the scapes, curling them around and stuffing them in, and then I'll pack the center with the straight pieces. And I'm just looking for any larvae that I might have missed upon initial inspection as I pack them. But I think I did a pretty good job. If I find one, I'll just trim it off. And if I miss one, well, pickled protein. Found my first leek moth larva. Okay, so for the brine for the pickles, so I will, I'll post in the description box below the link to the recipe, but I'm using the Spruce Eats. I've made a couple of recipes from them before and I liked it. So for 1 pint, which I'm making 8, so I'm multiplying this recipe by 8. It calls for 1 pint of packed garlic scapes, 1 cup of cider vinegar, 4 teaspoons of fine sea salt, and 4 teaspoons of sugar, and chili flakes or a chili pepper if you want. So I'm just gonna add some chili flakes, and then you bring that to a boil, simmer it, and then turn it off and add it to your jars. So I've packed my jars, and now I'm just gonna add the vinegar, salt, and sugar and chilies. But because it's 32 teaspoons, it's about a cup of sugar and a cup of salt if you're gonna do a batch as big as I am. So it's gonna be 8 cups of cider vinegar. In the meantime, I did sterilize my jars, and then I'm going to bring my, canning pot up to a boil again because I'm going to process some, not all of these jars. These are meant to be fridge pickles, but I want them to be shelf stable, so I'm going to can about 6 of them and keep 2 as fridge pickles. And I'm using the apple cider vinegar that you buy from Costco. Turn this on and get it fired up. And so you just want to bring this to a boil enough that you melt the salt and the sugar. So there's 32 teaspoons, or about, I guess it's about 2/3 of a cup of salt. But I'm pretty sure this thing is a cup of sugar. And then I'm just gonna, just for a little bit of extra kick, probably like a half a teaspoon of pepper flakes. So I'm just gonna give that a whiskeroo. Now that I've got this to a rolling boil, it's been boiling for about 5 minutes. Everything's dissolved. I'm gonna turn it off the heat, and I'm gonna fill my jars. I sterilized my funnel, and I fill it to a 1/4 inch headspace, which is essentially the bottom of the funnel. feel like this is like a golf game where they yell, get in the hole, get in the jar. I just use a paper towel with some vinegar on it to wipe the rims. So I think I'm just gonna process these for 10 minutes. They're all acid anyways, so I'll wait till it comes to a rolling boil and then I will start my timer. Anyways, if you have garlic scapes that are ready in your garden, I recommend trying some pickled garlic scapes. You can preserve them by canning them or make fridge pickles, two really great ways to enjoy or prolong the life of your scapes. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.